What's up, you guys? This is Mr. Editor 316. I'm back on YouTube, here to make my top 25 favorite DVDs of all time, excluding pay-per-views. This is gonna be an update from last year. Instead of doing top 20, I decided to do 25 because I think there was just so many DVDs out there that were very impressive that I wanted to show them as well in a list. So instead of making it top 20, I thought it would be much easier to make it to top 25. Anyways, you would see that the list completely changed from the first one, so yeah, there's a lot of changes. Coming to number 25 is the greatest Hell in a Cell matches of all time, 3-disc set. Now, earlier, last year, as you know, this was a little bit higher. I don't remember when, but it was a little bit higher. And I realized that, I've been kind of trash talking about how WWE is making DVDs that are basically pointless, like the greatest matches, the greatest pay-per-view matches, 2011, and Satan's Prison, and I kind of realized that Hell in a Cell was kind of the same thing. I mean, it's basically all the televised pay-per-view events, pay-per-view matches, all in one disc. However, Hell in a Cell had a little extra to it. They had some matches that weren't even on pay-per-view. Some were on Raw. Some matches that I actually never saw until I became a true fan and bought this DVD. Like, for example, believe it or not, the No Way Out 2000 Hell in a Cell match. When I got this DVD, that was the first time I watched it, and as well as what you call it, the '97 Bad Blood match. So yeah, I thought this DVD was pretty cool. It features a lot of great memories, so I thought this was a pretty good DVD, very good DVD. Next on the list would come, would be Born to Controversy, the Roddy Piper story. I haven't watched this in a while. Kind of lost interest, not in Piper, but in the DVD itself. This DVD was tremendous, no doubt. But you know, I wish I could have gotten the 4-disc version instead. I got a 3-disc version. This 3 is basically all the the Piper pits that ever occurred. Really great memories. Roddy Piper, truly one of the best legends out there. It's a very good DVD. I don't know how to describe it, but it's a very good DVD. Next on the list is Trish Stratus, autograph signed by the way. It's a really cool DVD. One of the first Diva DVDs I've ever gotten. Pretty cool. Talks about Trish Stratus' career as a model. How she transcended to this regular blonde chick into a tough woman. Like, she kicked ass and took no names, and I don't know, she's the best diva I've ever seen in my life. I think without a doubt she would be in the Hall of Fame pretty soon. Anyways, next would be Heart and Soul, the Hart Family Anthology. Very good DVD. I'm glad to be picked up, made a DVD especially for the Hart family, featuring Stu Hart, truly one of the greatest of all time. The Hart Foundation, including Davey Boy Smith, aka the British Bulldog, Owen Hart, Bret Hart himself, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Lots of great wrestlers that died pretty young, if you can tell. You got Davey Boy Smith, Brian Pillman, and Owen Hart. All three of them died at a young age. And as you know, the family tradition continues from Stu Hart to the Hart Foundation with Bret Hart till the Hart Dynasty. And it sucks that WWE just cut them off so quickly. And it sucks that Natalya Neidhart, who by the way I believe is the best diva today, is getting the lamest push I've ever seen. I mean, she's losing every single match constantly, and I'm just really scared. I hope they don't fire her. I think she could turn the business around for the divas at least. I mean, if at least give her the women's championship at least once more. I mean, she deserves it. Unlike you know, all the other dolls he got out there, like Eve Torres or Kelly Kelly. I'm not saying they're terrible. I'm just saying Natalya is way more talented than they are, in my opinion. Alright, going on to... Oh, I hate this part. Going on to number 21 is greatest stars of the 90s. I grew up in the 90s, so I obviously love the 90s. The 90s were probably the golden years, or the golden decade of professional wrestling. ECW was in its peak, was at its peak. So was WCW, and quite possibly, or quite arguably, WWE was also at its peak. Some say that WWE were one of the worst companies, or one of the companies that weren't doing so well in the early to mid 90s. And I think that WWE from 93 to 96 wasn't as dominant as WCW and ECW. I thought those two companies dominated WWE, kicked WWE's ass earlier. And then in later 90s, when Stone Cold, The Rock came over, you know, things started to change. But the reason why I love this DVD is because it showcases every single superstar or every single legend that I always loved watching, including like Hulk Hogan, The Click, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels especially, Stone Cold, The Rock, Bret Hart, just so many more. I mean, there's just, it features a lot of superstars, and that's what I love about it. Especially the three main guys, the three main bosses in professional wrestling: Eric Bischoff, Paul Heyman, and Mr. McMahon. So yeah, very good DVD. Highly recommend it. Going on to number 20, I believe. Yep, number 20. I always lose count whenever I talk a lot. But number 20 is, well, let's just say this brother is gonna run wild on you. It's Hulk Hogan, The Ultimate Anthology. Not a bad DVD. What am I saying? That is a very good DVD. I really like the book kind of theme. Really cool. I like the cover. It's very flashy. Hulk Hogan, in my opinion, was the most flashiest or the most attractive star in the history. I mean, just look at the colors he wears all the time, red and yellow. You know, it's very, very attractive. You know, when you first see Hulk Hogan for the first time, you go, "Oh my God, this guy's for real. This guy's like a superhero or something." And but if you see his matches, even though they're not the best technical wrestling matches, yet they speak a lot. They say a lot. Especially his match with Andre the Giant, Roddy Piper, Macho Man Randy Savage. His match with Macho Man Randy Savage was one of my favorites, including his match with, I believe, The Rock. The Rock is also in there, I think. The Undertaker, Ultimate Warrior. He had some of the great matches in WWE, not because of how technical it was, but how the hype just blasted it off in the air. So yeah, this DVD was great. Going on to number 19 is Ric Flair, The Ultimate Collection. Now, you know, I decided I should put one DVD of each superstar, not two DVDs. I mean, Ric Flair had two great DVDs. Hulk Hogan had two great DVDs. You know, Shawn Michaels had three great DVDs. So I decided to put one each. You know, make it fit perfectly. And this DVD was tremendous. I prefer this over the Definitive Collection because I think this one had more story into it. I like it. Like, it made me sit down on my couch and just watch the whole thing at once. The Definitive Collection took me a long time to finish, but this one literally, like, it took me like, I don't know, 10 hours. Yeah, 10 hours for me to finish watching, and I watched it all at once, non-stop. I put on the first disc, finish, second disc, finish, third disc, and then I finished it all, and I was proud of myself because that was the first time I actually watched a 3-disc set all at once. Usually I might watch one and then the second one later on, and the third one later on, or maybe two and then the third one later on. Depends. But this one made me watch the whole thing. I liked it so much. Next on the list, I think it was number 18 is Macho Man Randy Savage. This guy, truly a legend. I'm really pissed off at WWE for the fact that they did not even induct Macho Man, the first inductee in the Hall of Fame. I don't even know if they're going to induct him in the Hall of Fame this year, which will be very sad because this man, well, let's just say the cover says it all. This man is glorious. He's so magnificent. He's whatever you say he is. He's awesome. Number 17 is Shawn Michaels, My Journey. Now, a lot of people have been commenting and then they've been bashing me about how I didn't put this DVD on my previous list. to be honest, when I made the list last time, I didn't necessarily see this DVD clearly. I mean, I watched it, but not so much. But when I finally got to watch it completely, I kind of was satisfied. I was pretty impressed. I thought this DVD was far more superior than the other one. No, what's it called? Yeah, the Heartbreak and Triumph. I thought this was way better than Heartbreak and Triumph. Not that it sucked. It was pretty good, but this one was better. And so yeah, this DVD was pretty good. Had some of its great matches. Loved the artwork. So, anyways, great. Number 16, I believe, is Eddie Guerrero, Viva La Raza. The very, very emotional DVD. It comes with another disc. I bought this the day it came out, and I remember nearly crying after watching this. It was a very, very emotional DVD to watch. I saw some of the matches that I've seen as a kid, and I thought to myself that, I just wish he's back, even though it has been 6 years. Yet, it felt like it was just yesterday. So yeah, long live Eddie Guerrero. Next on the list is The Life of a Masked Man, Rey Mysterio. This beat the Eddie Guerrero DVD. The reason why, because this one had a lot of good commentary. Beautiful, brilliant commentary between Matt Striker and Rey Mysterio. A lot of information was like spoken out. I just watched this DVD this morning. I was enjoying every single bit of it. I watched it at least 3 times since I bought it, and it was amazing. All 3 times I've enjoyed it. I really, really like Rey Mysterio. He's a great, great athlete. Quite possibly one of the best wrestlers of all time. He's been starting wrestling since he was 18 or 15, that is, I think. And, I think Rey Mysterio will definitely be in the Hall of Fame in the next 4 or 5 years. So, yeah. Next on the list, which is a tie between 2 good DVDs right here. The Monday Night War and the Best of Raw Volume 1 and 2. Now, the reason why I put them both together is because, well, first of all, if you combine them together, it would be 3 discs. You got 1 disc right here, and you'd be 2 discs right here. Mostly all my DVDs I have are 3 disc set. So I decided to combine these 2 together into 3 disc set. So that will make it 1. And these 2 are pretty, they're pretty similar because they kind of talk about the same era, the Monday Night War. This one specifically talks about Raw, while this one talks about Raw and Nitro. I love these 2 DVDs so much because they just remind me of the time I just started watching wrestling. When I started watching wrestling, WCW just got bankrupt. And I remember, my uncle would show me all the tapes he had from Nitro. He tried to educate me when it came to Nitro's production, how their matches, the quality matches were pretty unique, and how this business started to mess up, and he actually educated me very well with his tapes. And he also did the same from Raw, and I would watch tapes from Raw, like some of the great moments as happened with Stone Cold, DX, The Rock, Mankind, The Undertaker, Mr. McMahon, and so much more. I love it. I love these 2 DVDs. So yeah, those are tied. Number whatever it is, but the next DVD is the ladder match. This DVD was tremendous. It had an extra commentary for superstars who've been in ladder matches. And as you know, I did not get so satisfied about the ladder match 2 because that DVD totally messed up. I thought they should have added commentary. I thought they should have done extra stuff with it. Instead, they just started showing matches after matches after matches, and it got pretty boring. This one, however, has matches and then has a little commentary after that, then matches, then another commentary, then matches, then another commentary. And the one thing that satisfies me about this is that Chris Benoit's in it. He has had some great ladder matches, and as you can see from here, it's pretty obvious. Anyways, the next DVD on the list is the Best of SmackDown 10th Anniversary. I think I don't have to speak again about it. I thought this DVD was tremendous. I love Countdown, so that's all I'm going to say about this. SmackDown had a lot of great memories. Going on to the next is Best of Raw 15th anniversary from 1993 to 2008. Great memory. Great memories in this DVD. Not to be the jealous type, or not to be a jackass, if you want to say, but I'm really disappointed about the cover. I did not mention this before. I'm pretty disappointed. How come you got guys like The Undertaker, Rock, Stone Cold, and Shawn Michaels right behind Cena? You know what? Forget about it. I think it's pointless, because I think people are just gonna, start bashing me about how, oh, why you hate John Cena too much. It's not like I hate John Cena so much. It's just that I thought that, it's a fact. Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, Bret Hart, they've done way more than what Cena has done on Raw. Alright? Period. Anyways, this DVD was pretty good. Enough with the rant, but this DVD was pretty good. A lot of good memories. Really enjoyed it. So yeah. I think I got track of what number I'm on. I think I'm on number 10. So this is my top 10, guys. Number 10 would be The True Story of WrestleMania. I think it's pretty obvious this DVD was going to be one of the tops of all time. Just came out, I think, in 2010. Late 2010. Early 2011. Very, very good DVD. Features some great WrestleMania matches, and it features some great stories. I love it. I love some pictures they got right here. God bless Vince McMahon. He made a really big, he made a very critical decision on WrestleMania. I mean, it was all on the line, and it's really amazing how Howard Finkel just thought of the name WrestleMania, and just look at it today. WrestleMania is bigger than the Super Bowl, bigger than, any sports event you see. Because of the attendance record, the history of all the guys who have attended it, like, all the celebrities have been live at WrestleMania, and that just shows how great WrestleMania is, and that just shows how WWE is far more superior, in my opinion. Number 9, The Rise and Fall of WCW. Great DVD. I loved it. It was a great business, or a company. But like I said, if it wasn't for, too much of NWO and so less of the talent, then, business could have gotten better. I mean, in WCW, all you have seen was the NWO and Goldberg. In my opinion, I think Goldberg was too much. He kept overrating. Like, he was a little bit overrated. In some ways, Goldberg saved the business for a couple of years, but at the same time, like, he kind of made business seem pretty old. Oh, Goldberg wins again. How predictable. But anyways. Going on to number 8 would be The Undertaker Tombstone. That was my number 1 big mistake. But this DVD was pretty good. Really good. Featured some of his best matches, and I think I was just too overrated about The Undertaker's DVD right here, but it was a really good DVD, no doubt. Now, a lot of people might argue about this, but if they do, then who cares? This DVD was very impressive, and let's just say I've been waiting for this DVD ever since this man entered the WWE, and it is Randy Orton, The Evolution of a Predator. I love this DVD. It just reminds me of UFC, how they show some backstage stuff, how Randy Orton just comes into the arena and prepares for the matches and everything. I love this DVD. Randy Orton just tells a great story about his career, his life, and everything. God bless this man. He's a great guy. I love this DVD. I don't care if they say Randy Orton's boring or anything like that. Thing is, as a fan, I believe I'm not supposed to be judging someone by how boring they are, but I judge someone by how much they put their body on the line. Randy Orton puts his body on the line so like a lot. And that just shows that, he respects his business and he's doing it for the fans. So, without a doubt, I respect Randy Orton, and I don't care if he's boring or not. I think Randy Orton is one of the best athletes there is today. Period. Going on to number 6, we got OMG. Um, the review I made for this got over 2,000 views in like a couple of weeks, which I'm really happy about. This DVD was very good. I don't have to describe it. I think the pictures can describe it to you. When you see this DVD or when you see the pictures, you just say, "Oh my God." That's all I'm gonna say. Going on, and oh my God, I just went 20 minutes past. Alright, anyways, going on to my top 5. Number 5 is the DVD that I did not add my other list, and I highly regret it. And that's Chris Jericho, Breaking the Code. So this DVD was tremendous. I love Chris Jericho. Words cannot describe how much I respect him as a wrestler. He has had some of the best matches in the company. Matches with Stone Cold, The Rock, Mick Foley, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Lance Storm, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, The Rock. Did I say The Rock? I don't know. Hulk Hogan, and so much more. It's great DVD. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Going on to number 4 is a brand new DVD called Greatest Rivalries, Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart. This interview conducted for Shawn and Bret was a genius, having them both together for the first time in a while, sitting together and being interviewed by JR. Very, very, very good. I loved it. I thought this was a pure genius for drawing attention or drawing a lot of cash, if you know what I mean. I think this was the #1 selling DVD of 2012 and 11. And I have to say, WWE has made a lot of great DVDs in 2011. That's actually in my top 25 DVDs. So yeah. Anyways, great DVD. Going on to number 3, no doubt, Bret Hart, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Great DVD. I love this DVD so much. I can watch it anytime. So yeah, this DVD was awesome. Just like the Ric Flair DVD, this made me watch it all at once when I first bought it. Very, very good DVD. Bret Hart is probably one of the best employees that Vince ever had. Let alone the best technical wrestler he had. So yeah, great DVD. Number 2, without a doubt, Rise and Fall of ECW. I just watched this last 2 days ago, I think. I don't know. But this DVD is impressive. Very, very impressive. I loved it. Sometimes I wish ECW can just resurrect for one night only. They've done it so many times, but I just wish they could do their own ECW production and have like one pay-per-view, one last pay-per-view once again with all the great stars like, Taz and Terry Funk, Mick Foley, the Dudley Boys, Tommy Dreamer, the Sandman, the BWO, Rey Mysterio, Sabu, La Parka, Conan, Shane Douglas, Mike Whipwreck, and so much more. I mean, this DVD's awesome. Don't forget Rob Van Dam, by the way. The whole fucking show. So yeah, this DVD was awesome. ECW was one of the best companies of all time, without a doubt. So yeah. And now, going on to the #1 DVD of all time. I'm getting goosebumps. I don't know about you, but this DVD has been very groundbreaking. I think this DVD shattered all the other ones. I mean, if I had a choice of having only one DVD in my collection, I would choose this one, and it is Stone Cold Steve Austin, the bottom line on the most popular superstar of all time. This four disc set features some of the best matches, some of the greatest moments of Stone Cold's career. God bless Stone Cold Steve Austin. He has made WWE skyrocket. Go skyrocket. And this DVD is awesome. Great storyline or interviews / whatever you want to call it. From disc 1 and disc 2 from Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think Stone Cold is the best superstar that ever came to WWE. Better than Hulk Hogan, better than The Rock, better than Triple H, far better than John Cena, far better than Randy Orton or any other guys that is the top today. Stone Cold Steve Austin is without a doubt the best in my opinion, and I treasure this DVD like the others as well. Alright? So yeah, that's my top 25 DVDs of all time. I hope you guys enjoy this. This was requested by, I believe, Soccer Pimp 32. Let me just see. I think it was, yes, Soccer Pimp 3825. I'm not gonna be putting links to the description box anymore, only for DVD reviews, but otherwise I will not. So yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. That's all for now, guys. See you guys next time. Peace.